know folks are so traditional. Our church world is so traditional. And if I don't read a scripture, they say you didn't preach. What about God just showing up and delivering somebody? Hello. Somebody came off the street to get delivered. Maybe there was a devil cast out. But I know. Let me just say my topic. I learned how to worship Him from the threshing floor. I learned how to worship Him from the threshing floor. You got to know what the threshing floor is. When you understand what the threshing floor is, you understand why I worship like I do. You see, its meaning goes beyond merely the place where grain was threshed. It is symbolic of the relationship between the bride and the bridegroom. In Ruth 3:6-14, Boaz represents Christ, our kinsman, redeemer, and Ruth, the bride of Christ. And at the center of the threshing floor, one finds two large flat stones, one resting on top of the other. They were fitted and joined together. The top stone was known as the female, and the bottom stone the male. The grinding of grain was a depiction of the act of marriage. That's in Job, y'all, 31:10. Now, the act of marriage, stay there, son, is a physical depiction of the spiritual communion God desires between Himself and man. Now, when God's covenant people stray from Him and worship other gods, God called it adultery or playing the harlot. That's in Ezekiel 23:37, Hosea 4:12. But God separates the wheat from the chaff in our lives. And let me tell you what the chaff is. The chaff is just the husk. Oh, the protective casting of the seeds. And when we enter into worship, we're stepping onto God's threshing floor, where He deals with those things which need to be withered out of our lives. And withered really just means driven out by the air. Worship is the bride and the bridegroom coming together to consummate their marital relationship out of which life is produced. What are you saying? In the book of Chronicles, the Septuagint, that's what we're going to read, 13:7. It talks about a familiar story along with 2 Samuel 6 of David going, hallelujah, to find a place for the ark. And I got to read this part in 2 Samuel 6:3, and it says that they set the ark of God upon a new cart and brought it out of the house of Abinadab, which was on the hill. And Uzzah and Ohah, sons of Abinadab, drove the new cart. Verse 3, I'm reading the Amplified. The second word says what in verse 3? What is that word? 6 and 3. Second word says what? Spell that word. They. They did what? They did what? Did they touch it? They said it. No, y'all see. I'm getting y'all some revelation real quick. If they said it, somebody had to touch it. Oh, we're going to bring some revelation today. Y'all spell the word. They set. That's in your book. The ark of God upon a new cart. They set. They had to touch. Follow me. They had to touch it to put it in place. Oh God. Verse 4 of the Amplified. And they brought it out of the house of Abinadab. And in King James it says, which was at Gibeah. But my book says, which was on the hill. Because every threshing floor had to be on the hill, because they had to throw the sticks and, oh glory God, the stalks. To break them, they throw them up in the air so that it can be a separation of the good from the bad. They will keep the seeds